We live in an illusion. We look at companies like Apple, Nvidia and Tesla and we think they are the ones driving the future. They design the phones in our pockets, the AI models that are rewriting our economy, and the weapons that defend nations. But the truth is, not a single one of those companies can build the most advanced technology without the permission of one obscure company. It's not an American titan. It's not a Chinese state-backed monolith. It's a company tucked away in the quiet rainy town of Veldhoven in the Netherlands. They are called ASML. And they have achieved something no other company on Earth has managed. A 100% global monopoly on the single most complex machine ever built by human hands. There's an old saying that during a gold rush, the people who get rich aren't the ones digging for gold. It's the people selling the pickaxes. In the 21st century gold rush of artificial intelligence and advanced computing, silicon microchips are the gold. And ASML is the only company on the planet that makes the ultimate pickaxe. To understand why they are a monopoly, you have to understand how chips are made. The process is called lithography. Think of it like an incredibly advanced light projector. You shine a light through a blueprint of a microchip, and it projects the blueprint onto a silicon wafer covered in light-sensitive chemicals. For decades this worked perfectly, but as we demanded faster phones and smarter AI, we needed to cram more transistors onto the same size chip. The lines on the blueprints got smaller. Eventually they got so incredibly small that the very wavelength of the light we were using was simply too fat to draw them. It was trying to paint a microscopic masterpiece using a giant, thick Sharpie marker. We needed a finer pen. We needed a light with a much shorter wavelength. We needed extreme ultraviolet light, or EUV. Getting EUV light isn't like screwing in a new light bulb. Extreme ultraviolet light doesn't naturally exist on Earth in a usable way. It is immediately absorbed by everything it touches, including the air we breathe. To harness it, ASML had to essentially build a machine that recreates the conditions of a dying star inside a vacuum. Deep inside the belly of this $200 million bus-sized machine, a generator shoots microscopic droplets of molten tin, falling through an absolute vacuum. As the droplet falls, a high-powered laser shoots it mid-air just to flatten it out. A fraction of a second later, a second, infinitely more powerful laser blasted flattened the droplet, vaporizing it into a plasma that burns at 220,000 degrees Celsius, nearly 40 times hotter than the surface of the sun. This violent microscopic explosion creates a flash of extreme ultraviolet light. But the machine doesn't just do this once. It blasts these falling tin droplets 50,000 times a second. Every single second. It is the engineering equivalent of shooting a flying mosquito out of the sky with a sniper rifle, 50,000 times a minute, without ever missing. But creating the light is only half the battle. Because EUV light is absorbed by glass, you can't use normal lenses to focus it. Instead, ASML has to bounce the light off a series of flattest mirrors ever created by humanity. Made by the German company called Zeiss, these mirrors are so impossibly smooth that if you expanded one to the size of the entire United States, the tallest mountain on the deepest valley would be no more than a millimeter tall. Because this machine pushes the absolute boundaries of physics, it has created an unprecedented global chokepoint. In the modern world, he who controls the microchips controls the future. And right now, the United States is weaponizing ASML's monopoly. Fearing that China will use advanced AI for military supremacy, the US government, along with the Dutch government, has strictly banned ASML from selling their top-tier EUV machines to China. This is an economic embargo of the highest order. Without these machines, China's tech sector is functionally capped. They cannot physically manufacture the chips required to train the next generation of artificial intelligence. In response, China is pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into a desperate race to clone the technology. They are mobilizing state-backed companies to figure out how to build their own EUV machines. But here's the brutal reality of Beijing. You cannot reverse engineer a miracle. An ASML machine is not built by ASML alone. It is an amalgamation of the most advanced technology from across the democratic world. The lasers come from a company in San Diego, the mirrors from Germany, the chemicals from Japan, the software from Silicon Valley. ASML is just the conductor of a global orchestra. Trying to copy an ASML machine from scratch without this global supply chain is like trying to build a Boeing 747 from scratch, just by looking at a photograph of one. Today, ASML is entirely backlogged. Intel, Samsung and TSMC are fighting tooth and nail, paying hundreds of millions of dollars just to get their names on a multi-year waiting list for these machines. And ASML is already moving the goalposts. They recently shipped the newest generation of machine, High NA EUV. It costs over $350 million per unit, requires 3 Boeing 747s just to ship a single machine, and pushes the precision of lithography down to the size of literally a few atoms. We are rapidly approaching the physical limits of the universe. In a few years, the transistors on our chips will be no larger than a single atom. You cannot split an atom to make a faster phone. ASML has spent the last 30 years cheating the laws of physics, but the ultimate question isn't whether China can catch up to them. The question is, what happens to global progress when even ASML hits the wall?